Caitlin Clark snags another honor. She's made the Forbes 30 under 30 list. Clark, who is just 22 years old, is the only professional women's basketball player on this list.
Picture this. A 22-year-old basketball sensation breaks records, captivates millions, and secures a spot on Forbes 30 under 30 list. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? For Caitlin Clark, it's just another day at work.
Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Not everyone is cheering as Clark's star continues to rise. Another WNBA icon, Aya Wilson, is feeling the pressure. Her desperate attempts to stay relevant are drawing attention, but not in a good way. Jealousy in the WNBA? You bet. And we're here to break it all down.
I always knew A'ja Wilson was overrated. Eric, let me see your resume. That's what I...
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark's latest win. And this one isn't even on the basketball court. Forbes has just named her to their prestigious 30 under 30 list. What does that mean? Essentially, it's the business world's way of saying, this person is going places. Clark is the only WNBA player to make the cut this year, earning a spot on a list typically dominated by seasoned veterans and established sports personalities. That's Caitlin Clark for you, not just playing basketball, but redefining what it means to be a young athlete in today's world.
I just come out here and try to, play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what comes with it.
Let's dive into why Forbes couldn't overlook Caitlin Clark. Her freshman season wasn't just impressive, it was earth-shattering. She shattered 62 records. That's right, 62 times she looked at the record books and said, I can do better. And then she did, but here's the real game changer. Clark didn't just dominate on the court, she brought the fans along for the ride. Her games saw a fourfold increase in viewership compared to the league average. That's not just a win for Clark, it's a massive victory for the entire WNBA.
Clark is the sole representative of the WNBA on the list. Forbes credited Clark with building viewership and bringing attention to the league during her record-setting season.
The numbers? Absolutely staggering. Dr. Ryan Brewer, a sports economics expert, summed it up perfectly. The figures are so astonishing they almost feel unreal. He's talking about Caitlin Clark's massive economic impact on the WNBA. The TV viewership for women's basketball games in 2024 saw a fourfold increase compared to 2023. But it doesn't stop there. Clark's total earnings for the year hit an impressive $1.1 million, the highest in the WNBA. And here's the kicker, about 95% of that came from endorsements. Her Nike deal alone is worth $28 million over 8 years. That's nearly 46 times her WNBA salary. Let that sink in. What does this mean for women's basketball? It's simple. Clark isn't just playing the game, she's revolutionizing it. She's proving that women's sports can be big business, showing that fans will show up, tune in, and invest in compelling athletes and top-notch gameplay, not just drama.
The amount of people that have showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is, or have their shoe. Just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity here.
Clark's recognition by Forbes isn't just a personal achievement. It's a wake-up call to the sports world, sponsors, and networks. Women's basketball is here, and it's thrilling when played at the highest level. Caitlin Clark? She's leading the way, one record-breaking game at a time.
I see are the B's that are being dramatic about Caitlin Clark. That's all I see. They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama because they're jealous.
You'd think Clark's success would have the entire WNBA celebrating, but behind the scenes, a different story is emerging. What's really happening in those locker rooms? And why does Aya Wilson's name keep coming up?
So what do you think it'll be, Josh? Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off.
When Caitlin Clark first entered the WNBA, the excitement was palpable. Fans eagerly anticipated her college magic, lighting up the pro court. But as Clark's star continued to rise, not everyone in the league shared the enthusiasm. Some veteran players began to feel the pressure.
Caitlin Clark, I'm sure you saw, just became the all-time scoring leader in women's college basketball. I'm curious, where would you rank her amongst all-time college players, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's tough because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation. And it took me 3 years to win mine.
Let's dive into what's really going on. While Caitlin Clark has been smashing records, some WNBA veterans are feeling overshadowed. It's no longer just about the games. It's about endorsements, media spotlight, salary deals, and even speaking fees. And that's where things start to get really interesting.
Talking about, she's charging $100K for speaking events, and fans is like, Shrek? Since when? And you only doing this because of Caitlin.
Remember when the buzz started about Caitlin Clark's virtual speaking fee? It didn't take long for Aya Wilson's camp to respond. Suddenly, reports emerged claiming Wilson charges $110,000 for virtual appearances, a neat $10,000 more than Clark's reported fee. A coincidence? Fans aren't buying it.
Heck, Aya Wilson's not 30 yet.
This move didn't exactly earn Aya Wilson any popularity points. Social media erupted with fans calling it a desperate attempt to stay relevant. One fan even tweeted, "Aya, honey, we see right through you." Ouch! But here's the thing, it's not just about money. Some veteran players are concerned that Clark is taking more than just the spotlight. Aya Wilson isn't even 30 yet, so how's Clark handling all this drama? Like a pro, of course. While Wilson is busy playing numbers games, Clark is keeping her focus on what truly matters, her game and her team. She's not getting caught up in the drama, and fans are loving her for it. In fact, Clark's graceful response is only boosting her popularity. She's proving that she's not just a great player, but also a great teammate, and that's something no leaked contract details can compete with.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great. But I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate because that's how I get the best out of my team.
Here's the thing. Clark isn't just changing how the game is played. She's transforming the entire business of women's basketball. With every record she breaks and every fan she brings to the stands, she's showing that women's sports can be a major business. And that's something that benefits everyone in the league, even if some players are slow to realize it. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We know your time is valuable, and we truly appreciate you. Now, back to the action.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists.
Okay.
And that is unfair.
Okay.
To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pros?
As Clark continues to shine, the contrast with her critics grows even starker. What do industry insiders and fans really think about this unfolding drama? The answers reveal more than just opinions on basketball. They're helping shape the future of women's sports.
I don't know what it is, but these women forever hating on CC, Dub. It's looking real spooky out there for a bunch of these WNBA stars.
Let's dive into the court of public opinion. Social media has been buzzing with reactions to Aya Wilson's latest moves. Fans aren't holding back, and they're not buying what Wilson's selling. Remember when both Wilson and Clark turned down offers from Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 basketball league? Clark's decision came with well-documented reasons. Her focus on self-care after a demanding year and her preference for staying off the court during the off-season. However, Wilson's camp quickly leaked that her offer was even bigger than Clark's, despite her reasons being much less specific. One fan summed it up perfectly. Nobody asked, Aya. You could have just said no and kept it moving.
Aya Wilson is the queen of the delusion. She's absolutely the queen of the delusion.
But it's not just random fans throwing shade. Basketball and sports journalists are weighing in too. Their point.
I think the thing about leadership is like how you approach every single person is going to be completely different. And I think the thing that's helped me be successful throughout my career has been the relationships that I've been able to build with people. And every single person you have to approach differently because they come from a different background, they come from a different place. Somebody can be a little more tenderhearted, and for me, I'm probably want to be screamed at. Like, it's just everybody's a little bit different. So I think that's what's unique about leadership and being able to understand people, but that takes time and building relationships.